Most people who know Ellen DeGeneres know the A-list comedian and chat show host through The Ellen DeGeneres Show. The Finding Nemo star has been working in Hollywood since the 1990s, and some time past, she has been trying to form her mark as a comedian. However, in 1997 she came out and revealed to the planet that she was gay, which led her to lose tons of labor. In fact, she knows tons about negative experiences within the workplace by living through that phase. So during this video, we are going to discuss about how Ellen DeGeneres lost everything. But before we discuss more about this, please confirm you've pressed that red subscribe button alongside the tiny bell icon to urge all the updates and notification about our channel. So let's start. More recently, she is facing accusations from former and present staffers that her show has propagated a culture of mistreatment. Some celebrities also criticize the Finding Dory star for being mean in the real world, very unlike her on-screen, kind, persona. DeGeneres often gives away thousands of dollars to people on her chat show, and features talented children. She even ensures that they will meet their heroes, but the recent harassment complaints against her senior staff members have shocked people. A piece published by BuzzFeed quoted multiple former employees and a minimum of one current staffer at The Ellen DeGeneres Show, which has been on air since 2003. They claimed that it had a toxic work environment driven by executive producers Ed Glavin, Mary Connolly, and Andy Lassner. The difficulty is these three executive producers running the show who are responsible for these people and who make the culture and are putting out this sense of bullying and being mean. After the various testimonials, DeGeneres apologized, but that did not fly with many of us since she shifted blame to employees rather than showing accountability. Consistent with CNN, during a letter to her staff, after the allegations were made, she said, "On day one among our show, I told everyone in our first meeting that the Ellen DeGeneres Show would be an area of happiness. No one would ever raise their voice, and everybody would be treated with respect. Obviously, something changed, and that I am disappointed to find out that this has not been the case. And for that, I'm sorry. Anyone who knows me knows it is the opposite of what I think and what I hoped for our show." She said, she is also learning that folks who work with her and on behalf of her. Her statement, "As someone who was judged and nearly lost everything for just being who I actually understand and have deep compassion for those being checked out differently, or treated unfairly, not equal, or worse, disregarded. To think that any one of you felt that way is awful to me." She then informed the staffers that an indoor investigation was launched by the show's distributor, Warner Brothers Television, which is owned by CNN's parent company, Warner Media. She said, "Alongside Warner Brothers, we immediately began an indoor investigation and that we are taking steps, together, to correct the problems. As we've grown exponentially, I've not been ready to stay top of everything and relied on others to try to their jobs as they knew I'd want them done. Clearly some didn't, which will now change, and I am committed to making sure this doesn't happen again. However, everybody loves Raymond star Brad Garrett," skilled her statement and said on Twitter, "Sorry, but it comes from the highest at the Ellen Show. No, quite one who was treated horribly by her public knowledge." She was also called out by Dakota Johnson for her missing her birthday. DeGeneres had claimed that she wasn't invited, to which Johnson clapped back and called out her lie. Given the accusations she and her team face, the comedian's wrap-up line at the top of the show, "Be kind to at least one another," seems to ring louder than before for people on each side of the discussion. The bottom line, what's our opinion? Was Ellen just a target of cancel culture? It's entirely possible. Yes, the stories were concerning and there have been entirely too many replies, but it's impossible to verify every story there on Twitter thread. And that we all know that cancel culture has no problem targeting women, especially lesbians, for not being pure, while allowing literal abusers and rapists to travel untouched. Ellen will never be a shining beacon of purity because she's only human, just like the remainder of us. The trend of putting celebrities on pedestals to be worshipped must end. Is she out of touch with the remainder of the world? Certainly. Hello, this was the whole topic of her Grammy-nominated special. But 99% of celebrities are. Money features a funny way of allowing one to completely detach from the important world. Could that the explanation for numerous allegations of being almost villainously mean? Definitely. As for the investigation into the toxic workplace culture on her show, she must take more responsibility. It seems almost impossible that Ellen wouldn't remember the actions of high-ranking employees. It's not okay to only hand it over to others and assume it'll be okay. Her name is thereon shown. She must be more involved in the day-to-day operations. Not only for the sake of each employee, except for her own sake also. Needless to mention, these controversies are disappointing. But it doesn't negate what she did for lesbian representation over the last 2+ decades. Regardless of what your feelings could also be about her, she is a component of lesbian history. Her show is about to continue and she or he has no plans of leaving. Let's hope she will make all this right. That's it, guys. Hope you liked the video. Share your thoughts within the comments below. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so.